Hello, soldiers. It's Milwaukee Kingdom back again, and I want to talk about something that I am seeing around TikTok and Twitter. And this is a video that I made on TikTok talking about it. Take a look.
I know this might be controversial to say and trigger a lot of you passionate fans out there, but I'm just gonna say it. I think Taylor Swift.
Okay, I want to start off by saying this is in no way to compare any artist because I do not like doing that. I hate it. I hate this Michael versus Taylor Swift. I hate it so much because it's just not worth it. Why are we doing this when we can just enjoy music? And plus, it's a current artist versus a dead artist who both are still, they're both loved. I am not a Taylor Swift fan either, so if I'm saying anything wrong, please correct me. But I'm specifically talking about fame. And obviously fame, it does define an artist, but to me, what defines an artist is the music and what they bring to the table. But in this conversation, I'm specifically going to refer to fame. Taylor Swift is literally one of the most famous artists right now. Her tours are selling out, breaking records, all this stuff. Literally, go to that video, and the guy is literally spitting a lot out there about Taylor Swift right now. I know many people that saw her in concert, including my MJ pals, including Brad Sundberg, who runs the In the Studio with MJ. He saw Taylor Swift with his daughters. But even if I say Taylor Swift is more, is famous, she's a lot more, just because someone can say Taylor Swift's more famous than Michael Jackson, you still cannot get on Michael's level. There was a point in time where Michael was the most famous guy in the world. You could say the same thing now about Taylor Swift. But again, I feel like, it's obvious that Taylor Swift is going to be more known in the general public because Michael's dead now. But even if that's the case, which it is, Michael Jackson's name and legacy are still going to be known to the world. Put on Billie Jean, Thriller, everyone's going to know it. But at the same time, everybody is entitled to their preference of music. Michael Jackson versus Taylor Swift, I don't want to say what's better because that's like if you're comparing an apple to an orange. I'm a Michael Jackson fan, so I'm probably going to prefer listening to Michael Jackson. But if I was a Taylor Swift fan, I'd probably prefer to listen to Taylor Swift. But again, I'm not that guy. I'm open to listening to any form of music. You play me something right now, and I'll hear it. Especially if it's Michael Jackson. I did make a tweet saying at a point Michael was one of the most famous artists in the world when he was alive. Right now, even though he's dead, and I could say he's one of the biggest dead celebrities right now. Come on, he's Michael Jackson. Come on, he's Michael Jackson. But I feel that, well, obviously because Michael's dead, the current artists are going to take over, which is why some of these modern comparisons don't make any sense. Michael Jackson versus Taylor Swift is like saying Michael Jackson versus The Weeknd, because it's like, why do we do it? Why do we do it? I don't want to say who's better because what's the point of doing it? Let's just appreciate other artists as well. Even the Swifties should at least respect Michael Jackson for what he did to the world and what his legacy is still doing. A great friend of mine, History in the Mix, said this statement regarding MJ fans and their treatment to Taylor Swift. Take a look.
When somebody like Taylor Swift is given Artist of the Year or whatever that award was, I think that's great. It's time to embrace the future generation. Michael's not going to come back. He's not going to release another album as much as the estate might try to get that off the ground. So if we could just, even if you don't like them, that's fine. But there's no need to discredit them or bully them for absolutely no reason. I saw tweets at Taylor Swift the night of the VMAs or whenever that award was that she got saying, "Oh my God, it should have went to Michael Jackson." even though Michael Jackson's been dead for 10 years and hasn't released anything, unless you count breaking news. So I just think that we should give respect where it's due to other artists. And I'm not saying go praise them. I'm not saying, oh my God, Taylor Swift, you're the greatest artist to ever live. Oh my God, I love you. That's not what I'm saying at all. Much like the Kobe Bryant situation, what I'm saying is, let everybody have their chance to shine. Let everybody have a chance to become an impact of history, just like you guys gave Michael back in the day.
Basically what he's saying is, just because Michael's dead now doesn't mean we have to bully the current artists. That's pretty much what he's saying. Yes, Michael Jackson got 8 Grammys in a night, which is incredible, and no one can do that now. But, like I said before, Michael Jackson was in an era with no streaming whatsoever. Paparazzi was getting on his ass for years. And Michael Jackson sold a great amount of records. Still has the best-selling album of all time. So we can already conclude who's more famous. But that doesn't mean that people should be slamming on Taylor Swift or any artist of this generation. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Like, I could make the comparison Michael Jackson versus Janet Jackson. Just because Michael's more famous in record sales, that doesn't mean we have to take down Janet. That's like me saying Michael versus Prince, or Michael versus Freddie Mercury, or Whitney Houston, or Lionel Richie. Why do we do it? Because we want to spark a conversation. We want to spark debate amongst people. And I have to say over and over again to bring and because I'm bringing up hot topics. If I'm not bringing up the allegations on my channel, I'm talking about how these comparisons are god awful. Because, just because I talk about these doesn't mean they're gonna go away. They ain't gonna go away, and they're never gonna go away. Like this whole Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson bull crap. So, you saying Taylor Swift is more famous than Michael Jackson. Now, when it comes to their level of fame, I can pretty much say that Michael, even though he definitely had more fame, 100%, he's Michael Jackson. Taylor Swift does have a huge amount of fame. Probably, someone could probably say they have equal amount of fame. But you could say Michael had more fame. It's all over the place. Let's stop. Let's stop doing this. Why are we putting other artists down? Swifties got to stop bringing Michael down, and MJ fans got to stop bringing Swift down. Same with all these other artists. And this is not coming from, I am not a Taylor Swift fan. Keep in mind, I am not a Taylor Swift fan. And I already know someone's going to go in the comments, you are a Taylor Swift fan. You're praising her numerous times. I'm only saying this just to bring up the example that I'm trying to give out here, just to prove the points that I'm trying to calculate. But yeah. Speaking of Michael Jackson's fame, he is still being streamed now. He is one of the most streamed dead artists of all time. He is the most streamed dead artist. And when he was alive, and this is just coming from everything I know about Michael Jackson, but when he was alive, he had a fame that I don't think any other artist could pull ever again. And this is in no way to shame on Taylor Swift, because she right now has a great level of fame right now. But now, again, this is only for the purpose of the video, and for what this is going to portray. This TikTok is going to sum it up right here.
There was this one time that Magic Johnson invited Michael Jackson to a Lakers game. All Michael Jackson did was walk in that bitch, and everyone immediately stopped giving a fuck about the Lakers playing. Everyone's looking at him, trying to get at him. No one's paying attention to the game. So it got to the point to where they had to shut the game down. It wasn't no catastrophic event. Nobody started shooting. It was because Michael Jackson walked into the arena. Celebrities like Taylor Swift or hell, even Beyonce can sit courtside at a basketball game and yeah, a couple people might bother them, but it's not going to shut the whole game down. No one had that power like Michael Jackson. And in my humble opinion, no one ever will. He was on a completely different level. I don't think anyone will ever reach that. I'm not even like a huge Michael Jackson fan or anything. I just know what's up.
I just hope you're trying to understand where I'm coming from at the same time. Even though I said all the stuff about Taylor Swift and, saying, she's like the most famous now and all this stuff, no one's gonna have, and this is not even saying to compare anybody or to bring anyone down, but Michael had a very different type of power. He had a power that no one could ever have. That's a Michael Jackson power right there. But everyone else, has their own power. And I like to think of it that way. That's just me. If you want to get at me, it's fine. But yeah, that's how I see it. Anyway, guys, that's just really all I want to say. I do think this whole Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson thing is really, really dumb to me. Because we all know what's real and what's not. We all know these comparisons freaking suck either way, and I'm open to any form of music. Just play me something and I'll hear it, but I don't know. But I feel like we just need to acknowledge that Taylor Swift, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Taylor Swift, she's still doing her thing, as well as other artists like Beyonce, and which their fan communities are just as toxic as the Michael Jackson fan community. They're just as toxic. And you have to be on a specific side of a fan community. Same with the Michael one. This is what I've been saying for a long time. You have to be in a specific circle. When you're on apps like TikTok and all that stuff, they will, I don't even want to get into it, but it just really depends on where you are. I just don't like these comparisons being thrown all the time, and I just need to clear it up because y'all want to hear other people's opinions, and it's great to put other perspectives in this app. So, but even if, like I said in the TikTok, even if Taylor Swift is the most famous right now, one of, you still need to acknowledge the power that Michael Jackson had back then and even now. And I firmly believe, I believe that Michael Jackson had a lot of freaking power and can do a lot that Taylor Swift can't even do. But that's just me. I hope you respect where I'm coming from, but I will not be surprised at hate comments being received on this video. Take care. You just left the Moonwalking Kingdom. Keep coming back when you can, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. See you real soon. Bye-bye. Michael Jackson's better!